Hello, beloved. Welcome to the Prophetic Vessel Show. All right. Thank you so much for tapping in. Welcome to your message from God Thyself, the big God. Those that walk and believe in Jesus Christ too and are quenched in the blood and covered. Those that walk in the delight of the divine. All right. Welcome to this message. Let us tap in further and see why you resonated with the title. Why were you spiritually lit here? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? What is here for you? What does God have in store? I am the prophetic vessel of truth and deliverance to you, because I have owned and earned my spiritual ranks. All right. Anyway, I digress. Let's tap in. So, I feel that to those who resonated with the doppelganger analogy, that means you know there's someone out there that's trying to copy your essence. You know there's someone out there that's trying to be exactly like you. God is saying you know exactly who this is as well. God is saying someone here has been trying to learn and study you, your codes, so that they can, I feel like this person has a target on your back in terms of understanding all the fucking things that you on. They want to know it all so that they can become that for themselves. Because I feel like this is a leech of a motherfucker with no life whatsoever. And they saw light and life in you and your reality. And they've been chasing it ever since. This weak ass masculine, weak ass feminine, that is dark spirited feminine ass hoe, dark spirited little ass nigga who ain't no man, you're a boy for this shit, this weak behavior. You too, bitch. I know that this will bring about, this title will bring about a lot of motherfuckers who think that, yeah, I know it. Like, if you big headed and you don't know God, get the fuck out of here. This ain't the prophetic vessel show for ego-headed motherfuckers. This for ego death. This is real life shit. This ain't no gimmick. It ain't fun to be targeted in that way. It ain't no stroke of ego to no one either. Because true alpha feminines, true alpha masculines, those that believe in God, they don't resonate with being targeted as like, oh yeah, it's ego boost. Yeah, that means I'm that, like, nah, man. Or that means I'm that nigga, I'm that bitch, I'm that man, I'm that woman. Nah, like, if you're on a high vibrational aspect of life or plane or paradigm, you don't even think of things like that. People project that shit on you though. Hence this motherfucker over here projected a lot. Hence this is gonna be a long ass series here. Part 1 of 8. Let's tap in further. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the beginner's mind. It's like, an example is, take this case study, this reference point, this analogy, right? In reference to this person here, this dark-spirited feminine, dark-spirited masculine that you're dealing with, beloved, that has been after you, your essence, your identity, your individuality, your individualism. Someone's trying to study you, crack your codes, so that they tap into your identity in the way that will fulfill their own life with their insecure ass. Clearly, because you delusional asshole. Delusional ass nigga. You ain't no man, you ain't no woman. You lost, bitch. You lost, nigga. Take the reality how it resonates. Male or female, there's some dark-spirited ass motherfucker though. Page of Swords here is saying that, you know, back to that example, that reference point, that case study, that analogy. It's like, imagine, you know, a baby. 3, like a toddler, maybe, you know, 4, 5, you know, 6, like 7, 8, like 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. 9 to 12, it's sort of like that toddler energy where you hardly can tell a child nothing. Like, they think they know for sure, even though you might try and say don't do that, but I feel like it's more that it's more like they want to desperately find out for themselves type shit. I feel like this has to do with this person. They desperately on sort of like a mentality of this deep diver, but in a beginner's mindset. A deep diver, but in a beginner's mindset. A deep diver in a beginner's mindset. Ashe. So we have the Nine of Wands reversed here, right? So the energies on the table are, you know, Gemini, ruled by Mercury, the planet Mercury. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. The Nine of Wands itself, upright, is Sagittarius energy, but reversed, it's in its polarity, which is Gemini. The opposite of Sagittarius is Gemini, right? So there's double Gemini here, Sagittarius energy, and now the High Priestess just flew out like that. It wanted to come out of the deck. The High Priestess is the card of intuitive knowing and understanding of the spiritual things of life. I feel like this is someone who feels like they know a lot more than you. God is saying the correction is they felt like that. God is saying it's more like a long time ago. Once upon a time when this person was deep diving in your energy, in your reality, your identity, your individualism, the way they were concerned with finding out what they wanted to find out for their own things, man. They didn't give a fuck about you. Like, for real, someone doesn't care about you. They never did. They was just faking it. Someone is a true life phony and they do this for a living. They're a con man, a con woman, a dark-spirited feminine, a dark-spirited woman, a dark-spirited masculine, a dark-spirited man. They channel the dark spirit. They're a dark channeler. They love that dark art shit. They embrace the darkness. This could be like literally an example. Someone that is in love with skulls. They don't know, they just love skulls. The pictures, the paintings, the cups. Bitch. They just love skulls, right? So this person be the top motherfucker here that embraces things that are truly dark and they don't care. The lack of caring is what is going to lead this person astray further and has always led them astray within their minds. Their mind, right? It's like this be the top motherfucker that they tap into something with an ideology, a self-fulfilling prophecy, or a concept or mindset that they will master this shit. Whatever it is. Whether it's relevant or not, whether it's good or bad, they don't care. They go into anything in life, they deep dive into it with this beginner's mindset that they're gonna conquer shit. Like they're on some shit, like they're on top of shit. Even when they're not at all. Because I feel like this person's broke, firstly. And they real life broke, but what makes it worse is that they keep claiming they're not. They keep claiming they're okay. They keep claiming that everything is fine with them, or they affirm nonsense into the quote-unquote universe of the world, or they affirm shit within themselves and they lie within themselves and they say things are going to be okay. They tell themselves whatever. But truly speaking, this person's life is spiraling. This person's life is spiraling. My throat chakra is acting up. I feel that this person here, they feel like you've already figured out that they're a doppelganger. They're trying to be on that doppelganger shit. They're trying to be on some shiesty shit. They're trying to be an uppercut shit and learn you and do, like, bitch, you're trying to steal from the source. You're trying to do I'm the fucking original, I'm the blueprint, bitch. I will forever say that to you, hoes. And y'all know that. Man, motherfuckers. Y'all know I started a lot of this shit that y'all now ride and with your cocktail ass. You forget so easily, man. Who the fuck I am. I'm Hood Mystic Tarot. Prophetic Vessel is another layer of who the fuck I is. I started, man, before y'all. Just because I wasn't on YouTube with it doesn't mean I ain't been about it. Don't fuck with me, bitches. And niggas, cause y'all weak as fuck. So this gimmick ass motherfucker here, phony ass bitch of a person here, a phony ass nigga here, a man with no morals, a woman that sells dreams, a man that sells dreams, a woman that knows how to portray a fantasy and sell it off like it's everything. And then when they want you, even with the male here, male or feminine, this masculine and feminine energy here that you're dealing with, take the narrative how it resonates for your reality, please, beloveds, right? This dark spirited person that you're dealing with here, they're well aware that you figure them out. They're waiting on you to call them out or expose them, or they feel like it's only a matter of time before you get on your pity shit as well, before you vocalize what the fuck you really feel about shit. Because they did a lot, and they're aware that they did a lot to get on your status quo, to get your caliber, to get your codes. They're aware that they really went above and beyond to know certain things and information and understanding some form of wisdom about your life that won't get them nowhere, bitch. You think God is not watching your fake phony ass? This person here, you were sent as a test to prove, like, oh, you preach all of this, you say this, you know this, you do this. So let's see, motherfuckers. Let's see if you have that capability when, you know, God said a true alpha feminine, a true alpha masculine, in a life of an omega ass bitch, omega ass little nigga with no life, a man with no life, a woman with no life, and they leash onto things and pretend and manufacture themselves and train themselves to think like this. Weak ass hoe, you don't know shit, you lost hoe. You ain't spiritual, you lost nigga. You lost bitch. And now it's like, it be those type of people that you gotta already put in their place, and they feel like, it's like this person is expecting you to put them in their place because they feeling guilty. Yeah. This person is sitting at home. It's like, it's only a matter of time before I get exposed. It's only a matter of time before something gets revealed. And just as I said that, it's only a matter of time before, let's say, prophetic vessel calls me out for all the sex shit I send her way, or all the alluring spells, or all the confusion spells, the mirror magic, right? The mirror magic, bitch. Right? Ho. God wants to use you, right? So I feel like you're going to be placed in this person's life in a more in-depth way. Because I feel like this person is scared of what you know now. They're scared of what you're going to do with what you know and how you're going to move. Because they feel like it's only a matter of time, right? So I feel like this person has been doing things behind the scenes, tripping. And I feel like you've been chilling. They have this mindset, whatever you're doing this behind the scenes, you also, bitch, ain't nobody got time for your broke ass. Ain't nobody got time for your lost ass. Ain't nobody got time, man. These are the type of motherfuckers that is depressed as fuck, but lie. I'm happy, I'm affirming this, I'm gonna be okay. I know what I'm doing, I'm in alignment. Like, bitch, you know you're not. You know you're lying, nigga. You're lying to yourself, motherfuckers. You're lying to yourself. These karmic ass people, these dark spirited people, they lying to themselves. It's only a matter of time. And they write, TikTok, motherfuckers, bitches. It's time for us as alpha feminines and alpha masculines to address the real problems and stop letting people feel like they can figure us out and crack our codes and get away with it and do this. Like, nah. And God is saying, do nothing, be still, for I am God. Do nothing. And what is God doing in return? Backfiring all this person's shenanigans and negativity onto their life. Those blockages they wanted you to have, those things they wanted you to go through, those ways they wanted you to fall into, those things they wanted you to think, all of this is falling back onto this hoe here, this nigga here, this man, this woman that thought they knew on some shit. Dumbass, hoe, ass nigga. I feel like this person underestimated you because you came off a certain way. How superficial of this whole. Clearly, like I said, a beginner's mindset, but a deep diver. You think because you're in a certain territory, you must know some shit or be in alignment with that shit. Bitch, you could be lost, ho. Man, certain men, certain women really irk me. For real. You're weirdos as fuck. We have the numbers 11, 14, 12, 7, 6, 6, 6. Ooh, we have 666. Alright. So that's significant. Search that up. So I feel like this is the type of person that likes to lie to themselves. Because they hope to fool certain people around them into treating them a certain way, looking at them in a particular perspective. But I feel like with time, there's going to be a paradigm shift that occurs in this dark-spirited feminine's life, this dark-spirited masculine's life. They're about to know and understand that they're not where they claim to be. They're not who they think they are. They're about to really understand that they're lost. Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. There's an in-depth lesson that is going to sting this person's whole life. And you are going to be the catalyst. You're going to break them into this paradigm of thinking that they're someone they're not. Because you're going to be the epitome of exactly what they wanted to be, Ashe. God is going to make you exactly what this person didn't want you to be, because you are standing in your power regardless. You are unfazed and unbothered by these motherfuckers. It don't matter what they try to do. God will continuously prove them wrong by blocking all of these things that they send your way and elevating you in front of them and then dimming them down to humble them off of their fake ass horses that they claim are thrones. My high horse, my throne, I'm sitting in my power. What power, ho? Going behind the scenes, doing rituals and shit. What power, ho? Needing herbs and shit. Your prayers ain't hard enough. That means your ancestry lineage weak, bitch. That's why ain't shit working out for you, nigga. Y'all gotta fix your life. How's your credit looking? Cause these bitches are... Oh, know what? Shit. I feel like someone's so guilty because they see that something is actually real here. Alright? This is pretty, right, guys? It'd be cool to put it on. But not really, though. But really. I'm being cool, too. So. Alright. Alright. I don't know. Let's do it then, my sister, alright? So, I feel like, back to this message here. This person refuses to believe that you're chosen, for something here. They refuse to believe that you're in alignment or your reality is really what you say it is. This person feels like there is more to you than you live on, and they feel that way only because of the dog shit they get up to and the skeletons that linger in their closet. I'm being called to remove this, right? I said, So, God is saying that's not right. What is this energy? So, I feel like it's like this could be a hoe that's literally sitting home and watching me and then saying, but your shit should look like this, your shit should be like this, I can do this better than you. But bitch, you trying to be on my swag though. You trying to advance my shit. But what advance is in your life when you're not even moving, bitch? You stagnant ass motherfucking hoe. Thinking you're on some shit, weirdo. With your little fantasies and voodoos and ritualistic ways of thinking. You imaginative motherfucker. You nymph. You a fucking nymph. You erotic ass bitch. You ain't got shit on me, hoe. Don't even think you can come for me because I'm smiling with you. I will wipe that smile off your face. So fast, it'll blind you. You'll think we never knew each other. And you'll be stuck in that paradigm as you are now, right, bitch? Obsessed asshole. Shit. Beloved, you're dealing with some weirdo here. And so am I. Let's step in further. This person felt like you weren't good enough. Like, nah, yeah, I see, but nah, yeah, I can do this though. Some competitive ass motherfucker here that is lost within themselves and projected a false narrative onto your reality. Now that same projection is like you are like a walking mirror now. Everything that they sent your way in a way of thought, a form of understanding and ideology of life, concepts, self-fulfilling prophecies that were directed towards you, that were fulfilling this person's motherfucking ego. Delusional ass bitch. Nah, you ain't getting nowhere. You ain't going nowhere in life, ho. And mark my words with that. And God saw all of that. Now I feel like this person is sitting home, afraid that not only do you know, but you understand exactly. It's like you have, I feel like this person is afraid of your level of knowing here. Your intuitive abilities, your level of understanding life, your higher consciousness. It gives them the chills because they feel like they're out of alignment. It makes them feel that way. And I feel like this person hates that you make them feel that way. And they've always felt above you somehow though. But at the same time, it's like this person's bipolar for real. Or they have some form of clinical, psychological, fucking tragedy of a suffering they go through. And they project the fuck out of that in reality and expect people to ride their boat and praise their cocktail, whatever. No. No one is gonna do that anymore. Because I feel like with time, whatever this person has been fake practicing, preaching, and doing, it's gonna show that, bitch, you lost, ho. Maybe y'all should stop that shit and do something else with your life. You know, it's like, an example is like an analogy, right? A reference point, a case study. Imagine someone who is so bitter within themselves that when they look at another person, they're unable to see the good in their life only because they don't have good within them. They dark, they bitter, they closed off. And because another person is in their light, another person has clarity within their life and they seem to have direction. This person is the type of motherfucker to hate those type of people. And you are that type of motherfucker that crossed their life and now they tripping on you. Now this person is following their words. They have to digress on everything that they said about you because clearly it's clear who's winning here. It's clear who really walks with God, bitch. It's clear who really knows how to pray here. No, and not on no ritualistic shit. Clearly you lost. You think God don't see that? That you have envy towards another person for no reason, no cause? That you are purposely doing things behind the scenes and then being blasphemous as fuck while at it? These fantasies of yours got you deranged, got you mentally ill. These are the type of karmic people, beloved, you gotta stay away from, my prophetic vessels. You gotta stay away from these type of people. If you resonate and walk with God, alright? Because I feel like, it's like, if you resonate and walk with God, this person, in their life, how they understand God is different, obviously. So even if you come with your understanding of God, they don't understand how you experience God because they're stuck in a paradigm of who they know God to be. Whether they know God or they don't, or they think they do, or whatever. But they don't know how you praise, how you worship, and how you cover yourself in the blood of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And you actually break free from systematic matrix paradigms, and you actually walk in faith and not sight, right here, right? We're believers of faith, not sight. We don't need God to validate us constantly with nonsensical things. But this person right here, they seek to be praised, they front and center. They claim this and that about life, but there's nothing about whatever they claim. There's nothing about it that is true. This person is straight lost and delirious. And they have a lot to learn in life, and you are going to be a vessel for this person's hard knock lessons. Because every time they look up, they're going to see you on a pedestal they only can dream of being on. And that will be the motherfucking karma. And it will be continuous like the wheel. It will spin. And it will continue driving this whole mentally ill and unstable. Already more than they already are. And God won't save this whole. Because God don't save people that don't want to be saved. This person here don't want nothing to do with God. They know what the fuck they do behind the scenes. They know who the fuck they are, and they know what the fuck they worship. Stop lying, ho. You are only fooling yourself. That manipulation is backfiring upon you, delusional ass, delirious ass girl. You ain't no woman, you weak, bitch. And you afraid of alpha feminists that got their shit together because you ain't got your shit together? I said, what's your credit looking like? Talking about tits and ass. I said, what's your credit looking like? What's your spiritual rank looking like, ho? Are your ancestors pleased? Is your life moving? Are you genuinely happy? Do you really know what you're doing? Do you have direction? Do you have clarity? Do you feel safe? Are you protected for real? Or are you delusional in thinking you are? Once people decide to face the truth, that's when they'll break the cycle within themselves and actually repent for real and do what's right. This person here is a lot. There's still a lot to cover. This is just episode 1, part 1. Alright? God is wanting me to close this off by offering you my services, alright? I am the prophetic vessel. Welcome and thank you for tuning in to the Prophetic Vessel show. If you're keen on booking me, I offer dream interpretations, alright? My services are messages from God, love readings, and spiritual path readings as well. My one-on-one sessions are still open, but 2 weeks, then they're gonna, I'm gonna close them off. So make sure that you first come, first serve, alright? Those I offer via Skype, Zoom call, WhatsApp video call, as well as FaceTime. I'm sending you nothing but love. There's still more closure to come from this situation because we're gonna dig deep, as this motherfucker did too, right? Trying to see that your codes and understand this and know your wisdom. God is transacting that shit, and you are tapped in because you about to know the truth. Hierophant, high priestess, for real. My alpha feminists, true alpha feminists, my true alpha males, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. This doppelganger ass. They won't get far. We're gonna crack their fucking codes. TikTok bitches. Bye. On some abracadabra shit, I send all of that negative shit back with love. Bye, ho.